This week it's all about glitz and glam, holiday makeup inspiration, looks that will help you guys get ready for your holiday events. So some of the looks will be a little over the top for your everyday wear, but I will be working out of these right here. These are all glitter, and this will be in a lot of the makeup applications this week. Today I'm gonna use I'm gonna use this green today, which will be really, really pretty. I'm gonna show you guys how to apply it using this right here. It's from Violet Voss, and it's for loose pigment or glitter adhesive, but this is the same as using your eyelash glue, and I'll explain later when I'm ready to use the glitter how you will use this for yourself. But this is what we're gonna use to make sure that this sticks and stays all night or all evening for your event. Another thing about glitter, so if you guys if you guys have this, or if you guys go to a makeup store, they tend to give you guys, or say, oh, here's glitter, here's whatever, and it's like $15. True story about this. I got all these colors, and you can see all these colors from Walmart for about $6 or $8. It's just regular glitter. No matter where you get it, it's regular glitter. So you can get glitter from the craft store. You can get glitter anywhere. If you get it from the makeup store, they're probably going to charge you about $10 per a container, or as much as those loose pigments by MAC. So go to Michael's, go to Walmart, and get the glitter. The only thing is it has to be the really tiny fine glitter. So it has to be the small ones. The big chunks of glitter will not work, but as long as it's small, you can get it from Walmart, a craft store, anything like that, for like $10, and you'll get a ton of them. Well, I will say that this was probably like $8. Can't remember, it's been a while since I've had it, but just an FYI when you guys are going out and trying these looks, don't spend a ton of money. Okay, so I am going to start with my eyebrows and start with the eyes, especially because this can get a little messy. Also, when I'm applying, I am going to apply with a brush I really don't use, just because it gets a little sticky. So just so you guys know. So starting off with the eyebrows, just gonna comb with the spoolie and using my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. I'm gonna fill them in lightly. I like to use my angled brush, and my angled brush is from Coastal Scents. And just fill it in a little bit. As you can see right in here, I don't really, my eyebrows kind of like flatten out. They just don't grow in a beautiful arch. So I create that arch with filling in. So even if you have thick eyebrows, to get the perfect shape, sometimes you still do have to fill it in. You guys are so quiet this morning. Oh, that's right. Some of you guys are packing for your trips. You're sleepy too? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I usually wake up at 6 o'clock so I can do half of my face. Just to save time when when I'm on Periscope, and I don't know what happened. I literally woke up like 10 minutes ago. But I'm glad I did not miss the 7 o'clock start time. So that definitely could have happened. Just brushing in so there's no harsh lines. And that it looks natural, that you did not fill it in. We don't want people to know we fill in the eyebrows. Okay, next step is something new that I've been trying and doing. I'm gonna use a little bit of my concealer from LA Girl, and it's in the shade of Toffee. And when I'm doing this, I'm just going to do the top. I'm only going to highlight the top. So the reason why I started doing this instead of waiting is after I put on the eyeshadow, I noticed that sometimes when I'm blending into this area, I'll sometimes cut that off. So I started doing it this way. It's almost like it's part of your primer. Oh, awesome. Good job, Black Beauty. When it comes to makeup, practice does make perfect. So that's all you have to do is practice. And you will get it right eventually. I have not found a dupe for the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. No, I haven't. Because a lot of the dupes dry out quickly. And I've had this for a while, just like the MAC paint pots dry out quickly on you. I've had this for a while and it has not dried out. It doesn't even look like it's trying to dry out. So I have not found the dupe. I'm still in love with just that one. Okay, now we will, my favorite, the NYX Nude eyeshadow primer. Still need that. And go up to where you left off with your concealer. Yes, it is definitely worth the investment. Some things they just don't have a good dupe for, you know? But I'm all for finding the less expensive. It's nude. The NYX primer that I'm putting on right now is nude. Oh, actually, Chloe corrected me. Thank you. Skin tone. The number of this one, if you guys are interested, is ESB03. And it's called Skin Tone. Nude skin tone, all the same thing. Okay, so in the crease, I'm going back to my favorite transition color. This is in the Lime Crime palette by Venus, and the name of this color is called Icon. Using a large blending brush. This is MAC 224, but any large blending brush will do. Just needs to be, you know, a blending brush. And right in the crease and just above, but now going all the way to the lid. I'm sorry, now going all the way to the eyebrow. Just gonna windshield wipe back and forth. And with making sure your brush has nothing on it. Get up there and then crease a little bit higher. Okay, and the other side. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Then I'm going to use this color right here called Creation, and using my smaller blending brush, once I find it, I'm just going to go a little bit right underneath the brow bone. Why? Because I just want it to fade into a lighter brown, and I don't want the color all the way to the top. So it's almost like a gradient of browns. And then it will end with your own natural skin color. Okay, done with that. Now, to set the foundation, the base for the glitter, what I am going to do is Oh, also for glitter, this is random, but I also have this glitter right here from NYX, and they have a few glitter pots, I want to say. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but even so, I still think $6 or $8 for a whole package of colors is a good price. But NYX has glitter as well. So remember the green we did on Friday? I'm going to use the same green for the base of the lid. And it doesn't have to be super vibrant, but you just have to make sure you get all of the lid. Right, so that's all you need. Now the fun part. So I always suggest when you are using this right here, this is almost like eyelash glue. You can use eyelash glue, or you can use this right here. It's from Violet Voss, and it's expensive, but it's just like eyelash glue. So use eyelash glue to adhere your glitter. I use normally a brush I don't care about because the glue is very hard to get off of the brush. These are the brushes that I got. They're like the Crayola brushes for like I don't remember how much I paid, but the Crayola brush is just to add the glue to the eye and spread it out nicely. And you have to move a little quick because it does dry fast, just like eyelash glue. You do have to make sure you put the glue on neatly, because wherever the glue is, that's where the glitter will stay. Now for the glitter, I will apply with my finger because I've always found like that's the easiest way. And just tap it on the lid. I suggest doing the glitter one eye at a time, doing the glue. Like, don't put the glue on the other eye just because it dries quickly. And the reason why I suggest the finger, just because you can grab a little bit. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first started doing this, I would get glitter all over the place. No, it's not. All it is just a little bit of glue and all right, then you just wipe off, make sure you have a clean brush and wipe off the excess that's fallen. I'll use this brush. Right, yeah, this is just glitter and glue. You could do this. Okay, now that that is set, I'm going to go back with the brown that I used and just kind of tap that in the, actually I want a smaller brush. I use the angled brush. Tap that in the corner just to define the crease a bit more. And now go back to a blending brush, a medium-sized one. And you can tap it onto the glitter as well. So I'm like tapping half glitter, half inner crease. Okay, other side. Is this what? So, yes, it is. It is easy to remove. All you do is use your regular makeup wipe or what else? Makeup remover, whatever you use to remove your makeup, it'll come right off. But the reason why you use some of an adhesive so that it will stick and be the most vibrancy. Yeah, the lash glue is the clear one. Yeah, I wouldn't get the dark. I mean, you could get the dark brown, the dark tone, but I would suggest doing the clear one. All right, we're done with the glitter. We're gonna makeup wipe off what's on my finger. Okay, then take a brush and wipe off the excess. Yeah, this is definitely for a holiday party. Would I suggest you guys wearing this daily? Absolutely not. Okay, and darkening up the crease just a smidge more. With the angled brush. Am I going to keep this look for the rest of the day? Probably not. Just because I'm off today, I'm going to go back to sleep. But if I was going to work, absolutely. Because it's not too awkward just because I work in the industry and I'm always doing, wearing a ton of makeup. So I would for the holiday spirit because I work at a salon and my clients would just be intrigued to know how I did it. But because I'm staying home all day, no. Okay, so I'm going to do my favorite wing liner using Bobbi Brown's Black Ink Gel Liner, which you can get at Sephora, but I know there's dupes for black gel liner. And you can still go right on the glitter. Oh, yes. You know why I do wake up to makeup on Mondays is because I told you guys I'd be here Monday through Friday. So I try to stick to that promise. Oh, well, I mean, that's good. That means it's not easy to wipe off the gel liner, but it would be annoying to not be able to get it off. Yes, that is a good dupe. Thank you, Chloe, for sharing. Now, this look can get messy, you guys, so be sure that you use an adhesive. If you don't want this much shimmer, even though glitter is everything, if you don't want this much, you can just use a very shimmery pigment. If you're going for a holiday party or event, why not have fun? Yeah, glitter is like one of my faves. During this season, during the holiday season, I would wear this around around my family for the holidays. Like on Christmas Day, I would do this makeup look after opening all the presents. Okay, so now that that is done, I am going to line the bottom of my eyes. If you guys watch me, most of the time I don't, but the reason why is just because it does look empty with all that shimmer on top. Thank you. So I would line the bottom line. Oh yeah, depending, Chloe, what color is your dress? Oh, this is not sharp. This is poking me. Okay, so we are done with the eyes for the most part. Just need to add lashes, but because this is for a holiday party, you already know that I am going to have thicker lashes. So these lashes are from Stardale Lash in, what is this? SF74. So I'm using those lashes today, and I'm going to measure them out first. Still haven't found my tweezers. I really think I lost it at my client's house, but it's all good. Oh, okay, yeah, then definitely use the green. Just measuring to make sure that they're not too long for my eyes, which most of the time I never have to cut. But anytime you're opening a new pack of lashes, you should measure it out first so that you don't have lashes that are too long for your lid. And waiting for my glue to dry a bit. I really need to find my tweezers. I don't like using my fingers. Okay, apply the other side, and then the regular makeup routine with our foundation, but I am going to still do a color lip. All right, lashes are on. Now let's get this face together. For my primer, I'm using e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer in Violet, or actually they call it Lavender. Then using the same foundation I've been using for a while, Revlon Color Stay in Cappuccino and in Caramel. I decided to try it. I got two things from e.l.f. last time I went to Target, I got that, and I got their smudge pot is what they call it, very similar to Max Paint pots. So yes, I'm not. I just don't like their eyeshadows. Okay, then using my Oh Wow Kaylin, Oh Wow Kaylin brush. Get my hair out the way. Yes, this brush is amazing. Yours should arrive tomorrow. Yay. Did you get the dupe one or did you get the one from Kaylin? Oh, I put way too much foundation on the back of my hand. Oh, okay. Oh, how do you clean that brush? I use the Gain dish soap. Well, first I use alcohol, wipe out some of the product, then I use Gain dish soap and clean my brushes. I know I said I would put that tutorial up, but I promise I'm gonna do it. Oh my gosh, $42, that's way too expensive. I thought $25 was expensive. Now I am going to do the highlight using Pro LA Pro Girls Concealer. And what I like about highlighting your face is honestly, it makes your eyeshadow, no matter what application you do, it just makes your eyeshadow pop even more. So I really do suggest always highlighting. I do highlight on a daily. But as you can see, even though glitter, how can you not? Oh, yay. So my new makeup addiction, besides all my other ones, is I'm really starting to like Morphe's eyeshadows as well. So I'll be doing some looks for that. Okay, almost done highlighting, and then I will highlight the top of my brow. I already did the bottom in the very, very beginning. Yes, I do use their matte lipsticks. I don't know if you got my email, Chloe, but I do have some of their matte lipsticks, and they're just about the same amount as ColourPop. But I find that ColourPops last all day. That was the only difference between the two. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. They're gonna see you all the time now. Okay, blend, blend, blend. Just make sure you don't blend away. But I am blending. Oh, for $3.99. Oh yeah, that's less expensive. Here, the LA Girl matte lipsticks are $5.99. But everything is a lot more expensive in LA. Like, that's just, you live in LA, you're gonna spend more money. Okay, so I did that. It's time to set it with the translucent powder. I almost forgot what I was doing for 2 seconds, or what the next step was. And I'm just using my beauty blender that I just used, nothing extra on it. So it's wet, but only from blending in, so it's not too damp. And I'm just tapping the translucent powder right underneath my eye. Then I will let it sit. Oh, there's nothing on that. Do you guys live in the same state, Chloe and Paige? Or nearby each other? How do you define your Cupid's bow? Okay, I will show you how to do that in the lip step. You actually can highlight it. And I'll show you how to do that. Now it's time to set your foundation with Sasha's Buttercup or Ben Nye's Banana Powder, whichever you prefer. Okay. And I'm lightly setting. I'm not using as much powder as I did for the translucent. Reason being is because I want to lightly do it. Okay, and then my angle brush also from Coastal Scents using the City Color Contour Effects palette. I use the translucent powder for RCMA. They have another good translucent powder by NYX. So it's just a translucent powder, meaning no color. It has no tint to it. And I'm letting it sit on there and bake. It helps with creasing and longer wear of the makeup. And now out of the City Color palette, I'm using the bronze tone color, which is the lighter brown. And I'm just buffering the top of the contour on my cheek. It's like your transition color to your blush that we're going to use. In just a moment. Okay, now it's time to wipe off the translucent powder. Notice I always go out so I don't get it in my eye. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to contour my nose with the lighter toned brown. I would lift it up and show you guys, but they are crushed. Contouring the nose. Okay, divining your Cupid's bow a little bit more. What I'm going to use for that is, which brush? We use this medium size blending brush, and I'm going to do a lighter brown and go right in the center. And on the sides. And that's step one. But when you put on your lipstick, you'll also define it even more. Thank you. I like to, when I do my nose contour, I do like to do a the lighter shade of brown because it's easier to blend. So I am still going to stick to my favorite blush, which is Fever by MAC. Haven't found a dupe for it quite yet that I'm in love with, so I'm sticking to that by MAC. And just make sure you blend it nicely into your contour, not going any closer than 2 fingers width away from your nose. You don't want blush all the way into your nose. Okay, and last but not least, it's time, oh, actually, no. Let's do a highlight. So remember we talked about strobing last week. I would not strobe with this. It's just a lot of shimmer. So I would just do a light powder. This is Gold Deposit by MAC. Blush, just do a hint. Just do a little bit at a time. Blend it until you see how much you like it. I'm not a huge, I usually don't wear a ton of blush either because I don't want to look like, you know, church mother. A church mother, I should say. Not my church mother because she's pretty fly. But sometimes the church lady has too much blush on. You don't want to do that. So just a little bit. All right, we're glowing just a little bit, and now time for the lips. So for the lips, you can do 2 things. If you're trying to be really, where did this go? Okay. If you want to be really bold and daring, you can do the color that I'm using now, that I'm getting ready to use. If you feel like, okay, this is my first time doing all this glitter stuff, you can stick to a nude lip, but I suggest you just go for it. So I'm going to use ColourPop's LAX, which is a really, 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 really dark red. And then this right here is Avenue, which is a true red. So if you're trying to be within the same Christmas vein, you could just go ahead and use the true red. But I would like to do a little bit of a darker tone. First, I'm going to prime my lips. The best thing when it comes to super matte lipsticks, you want to make sure that you have exfoliated your lips because it does make a difference. And you want to make sure you use a primer or use chapstick, something to make sure that your lips are moisturized. Okay, and this is ColourPop's LAX. I'm starting in the center because it gets a lot of color. And defining the Cupid's bow, back to that question, I am making sure I dry. The primer that I use on my lips is also from ColourPop. It's their lip primer. And then to make sure that you have a nice clean line, especially when it comes to darker lips, if you like darker lips colors, you want to make sure that you have clean lines. So get a little bit of your foundation. Get a little bit of your foundation and a little bit of your concealer. Mix the two on your hands. ColourPop is everything. ColourPop, LA Girl, but I'm like recently addicted to ColourPop. So I'm going to highlight around my lips. The lipstick is by it's by ColourPop, and it is called LAX. So right now I'm just highlighting and cleaning up. Okay, almost there. Thank you. Oh, really? Now you got these musicians wanting to talk to you, Chloe, because your makeup's always fly. All right, I'm just struggling a little bit because I want to make sure this Cupid's bow is on point. There we go. And that is the gist. This is day 1 of Glitz and Glam. So final look is going to be on Instagram and on Facebook, so make sure that you guys look there to see the total look and see how, and I will tell you guys how to what I used today if you missed anything. Also, you can always catch the replay, which will be here for 24 hours. Anything that is after 24 hours, I post it on my YouTube channel, which is Deandra Giselle. I'm Deandra Giselle on all social media. If you go on my YouTube channel and you guys watch any of the looks, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be doing other makeup tutorials that really aren't here on Periscope there. And some of the Periscope videos I will shorten, do a shorter one, like a 7-minute, because all the Periscope ones are anywhere between 25 minutes to 45. So I do want to shorten that for you guys so you can look through it. Also, any questions, topic ideas, anything like that, be sure you email them to deandragiselle@gmail.com. And I do answer you guys' questions and I do acknowledge your comments. So, you know, if you want to contact me, that's how you can do it. I take a little bit longer to do that on my Instagram. For some reason, I just don't catch it as much. And then, of course, thank you, Chloe. Chloe's helping me out. Of course, when you try any of these looks at all, I love to see your tags. Please tag me on Instagram or Facebook using the hashtag Deandra Taught Me. And that just, you know, helps me catch you guys because I like to see what you guys are doing. So thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow, let me tell you what we're doing tomorrow. I wrote it down. I'm organized this week, you guys. We're doing a double wing liner using black wing liner and blue glitter. So tune in for that. And yeah, so tune in for that. Let me see. Am I missing anything else? You guys know about Gab Fest. next Love Yourself Gab Fest with Miss Kev on stage, Optimistic Divorcees, and Dynamite here on Periscope. We're coming together and doing a Love Yourself Gab Fest. If you're interested, be sure to email loveyourselfgabfest@gmail.com, and we are putting people on a list, so when everything is finalized, we're sending you guys out the information. So if that is it, let's see, I think that's pretty much all the announcements. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Periscope. Oh, you know what though? You could still do it. You could do a glittery lid. That could work. You could do this, but with blue. So just a recap of what we did. The lips are LAX Color Pop. Color Pop is the brand. LAX is the name of the color. The eyes are just your regular glitter. And I got this glitter from Walmart, about $8 for all these colors, which is really great. To adhere the glitter, I used the Violet Floss glitter adhesive, but I suggest you just use clear lash glue. Same thing, less expensive. And the regular stuff that we use for our face, which is the regular foundation, Revlon in caramel and in cappuccino. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for the heart party that is going up. If there's no more questions, I shall see you guys tomorrow. I think that's it. So catch the final look on Instagram and Facebook. You guys have a great day, and I will enjoy my day off. Bye, beauties. Oh, have fun in Mexico, Chloe.